This is Ceren, a girl that pushes reality, feelings, thoughts for 10-second dopamine capsules and then finding herself looking at a small screen for 7 straight hours. Yes, 7. I quit social media exactly 30 days ago, with the mental pressure that had weighed on me for weeks, and the endless perfected works, lives, days, and thoughts that I saw in 1 minute. I accepted that I cannot continue like this. So I quit. The habit of scrolling and the muscle memory of it caused me to pick the phone and look at the screen at the times and places it wasn't necessary at all. Since I couldn't see the apps that I'm searching for to spend some time and fill the void on the home screen, I was swiping a couple of times and then giving up. Even though I couldn't reach social media at that moment as an escape, I was spending a few minutes trying to find a new option, like trying to deleting my emails, texting on WhatsApp, or checking people's profile pictures, or just spending some time at the history, like my camera roll, to fill the void. The biggest challenge for me in the early days was the constant need of my phone and being able to reach the phone itself, but not getting the distraction effect I have had hoped for and constantly turning phone off and on and off and off at every changing moment and realizing how much I was picking up my phone whenever I feel like avoid what I'm going through. But there was also a news in the first couple of days. The inner voice of motivation and decision making, like saying something, I'm doing so good, doing something so productive. Within that ease, I realized that I was also using social media as a transition while waking up and trying to fall asleep. And as a person who always had left her phone at the kitchen when she was going to sleep before the earthquake in Turkey, because since then I'm scared to leave my phone away from myself while sleeping. I try to replace social media with communication, talking to my friends, texting them, telling them how my day went, what I'm thinking about these days. It was good. After I got over the first week and realized that I couldn't find what I was looking for when I picked up my phone, my period of getting away from my phone started. Look, I'm always spending my time with my laptop, and since I have a screen that I'm constantly spending time with, I started avoiding my phone. If I'm not certainly look at a notification, or if I'm not gonna call someone, or if I'm not gonna take a photo, take a video, I started to ignore it completely. Like, I was in a mindset that my phone has nothing fun in it, so that means my phone doesn't exist at all. This has come to the point where I don't even know where my phone was anymore, and I was also returning messages too late. Fortunately, this reaction ended in a period that I got over quickly and made up for immediately. I have now turned to keeping the phone with me, taking a quick glance when the mail notification comes and deleting it, and replying to messages as soon as I see them. I was also able to make a new habit for myself, something that I couldn't do when I used social media, and that is using do not disturb mode very effectively in my working time. Anyways, there was a mistake, or we can call it a cheating, but while the process was going so well, I had to download Instagram with an unpleasant email and a message because someone tried to log into my account. I immediately changed my password, did some security checks, and spent a half day just making sure that nobody's gonna steal my account. And then I felt very bad because downloading the app was borderline for myself, and I started to feel like I failed. But in reality, I didn't. Even though I wasn't using Instagram at that moment, I was on still alert if someone tries to log into my account. When I look back now, it seems like an unnecessary occupation. The million of posts and stories in my own archives seemed worth keeping and saving. Honestly, I would get cringe if I could hear what I'm gonna say when I was using Instagram, and also would make fun of myself. But saying goodbye to a platform I was using since I was a teenager, and I got used to speak for myself in, kind of made me feel like I was losing a bit of myself. The fact that this period coincides with the transition to a natural hair color, which I have not seen myself with for 6 years or maybe more, may have had an effect. I don't know. But there were moments where I felt like I had been replaced by another Jaran in a week. But I have to say that as I get closer to day 30, I can say that the cycle of logging into my account via Safari and checking the stories of 5-6 accounts that I love increased. On the one hand, there may have been days I could not help but wait for the news for a couple of courses or events that I was looking forward for a long time. So maybe we can even consider this first attempt to this challenge as a failure, like I couldn't succeed completely. But in reality, I think we really should not. You know why? Because, we're gonna stay here. Because this is one of the concerns that social media has taught us and that has now taken a place in us. It's all or nothing and now or never. Did you try something? If you didn't succeed completely, you failed. Open-ended processes, changing perspectives and changed decisions, trying and failing and trying again and retrying and redeciding your path. These are not the things that the majority likes or respects, especially on social media. But I think what we can do should be enough. We must say that we succeed because we at least tried. As proud as we are for being able to make a decision and staying behind it, we should feel the same pride when we change our mind, because there's a great adventure of evolution and reflection in the process. Don't need to stand behind any sentence just because we said that. It's very tiring and unnecessary. In the starter days, when I distanced myself from social media as much as I could, I also took a break from constantly comparing myself to others. listing what I could do and what I couldn't do, and what I could achieve in my life or what I couldn't, or just criticizing people and myself with my inner voice. At the end of the 30 days, I started to use Instagram via Safari again. I got so distracted while working, and my mood started to change through the screen again until I filmed these scenes and edit this video. I'm kinda in a loop where I'm just looking to some people's stories just because I used Instagram at the challenge for a couple times, and I'm still using it even though it's less than the usual. It doesn't seem like 100% successful, and I'm okay with this because the process might not have been 100% successful, but I am more capable of using my time and energy to the things I like to spend on, and this is enough for me. So anyways, that was all I experienced after taking a break from social media for a month. I recommend you to try it as soon as you can. At first maybe you don't want to quit for a whole month, I get it, but you can at least try once a week, every weekends or every Wednesdays, I guess. That way you may enter a cycle where you can see the effects of using and also not using social media to your mental health. I am more curious about what it's gonna be like from now on using social media, or will I ever come back to posting some stuff or just creating some stuff. I don't know just yet, but this break did really heal me in some ways. Thank you for watching till this far. I would appreciate if you like to share your thoughts or your experiences with me in the comments, because I don't use social media that often anymore. And if you like this kind of videos, please do not forget to subscribe. I'm gonna try to film more of them because I want to try so much things and I want to share my experiences with you. See you in the next video. Bye bye.